Very good morning, my name's Chris and I live on the island of Unst in the Shetland Islands. Today we're in the shed again because outside it's pretty rubbish. A lot of rain and the wind's got up again. But the snow's gone, so it's not so bad. Yesterday was another community skip day where people on the island bring all the rubbish that they don't want down to some skips in one of the harbours. It's all paid for us by the Unst Community Trust, I believe, which is a local charity which is funded by various businesses, etc. And we can all take our rubbish there, goes in the skips. So you have metal skip and skip for general household rubbish and things, and then it gets taken away off the island to Shetland mainland where it all gets disposed of. Some of it goes to landfill and some of it goes, obviously the metal will go to the metal yard and things like that. And I'm just going to show you part of what I managed to pick up because the rest of it is outside and I don't want to play outside today because it's raining. So I'll just set the camera up and we'll have a little look. Right, I'm hoping this is going to work. There's not a whole lot of space in here, but we'll have a go. Well, just a random plastic bag, and inside there is a big metal plate, which was just in a random bag I picked up. I think it's just steel. There may possibly be a bit of brass in there. Now someone was chucking out this box, and in it, you can see that, 2 big tins of expanding foam, always useful up here. And there was also 4 tubes of sealant. I mean, they're out of date, but generally things like this will still work for quite a long time after the date on them. So I'll keep those and they will come in useful. And then I've got this box here is got my tools in it. It's just some random bits. I took a TV apart while I was there just to get the boards out. So I got the main board, which is on the side of the screen with the gold flashing on, and then a couple of small boards. This one particularly is pretty good. I'll get the angle right. You've got a chip in the middle there, and then you've got the gold pins. Move it that way. The gold pins down this side, which I can spend however long taking those out. And most of that is just bits of the TV I took apart. And I did pick this up off someone. It's an old clock, and hoping that they might, if I can't, I think it probably still works, but then it's an old one and these fittings are brass, so I may well just take those brass fittings off there. And that was about it for that box. That could be aluminium. Yeah, nice little piece of aluminium there. Yeah, that was just bits I was doing while I was there because I didn't want to take too much rubbish away with me. This is interesting. It's an oil or a fuel tank off an outboard motor, and that is brass. Nice solid piece of brass. I've actually got my scales here, so I'll just weigh it. There is one little tap on the side there, which I think could possibly be stainless steel. Maybe brass. I've got a file there. I've got a file there so we can have a look. That's brass as well, so the whole thing is brass. And I kind of spied it because it's got kind of a slight green sheen to parts of it where it's corroded. And that comes in at, that's just over a kilo, or two pounds. So nice piece of brass. I do like brass. I don't think there's any steel on that. I think that's all. Yeah, the whole thing's brass, so that was a great little spot. That. What else do we got? we've got a regular load of cables off all the electrical appliances people bring, and I did pick this out, which someone kindly brought along. It's an old switch from something. It's got a lovely big aluminium heatsink on the side there. That's a really nice big piece. And just a little circuit board inside it. I have no clue what it was. Yeah, it's sort of thing that people just are throwing out because there's no use to them. There's some bits of cable on there, and there's a lot of aluminium on that actually, so that was great. Over there. Now this is really heavy, and it's a motor. I think that might weigh somewhere in 15 kilos. It's very small, but that has got to have a really nice big copper motor in that, so I might do a separate video of attempting to take it apart, but that is absolute beast. So that was really good. And the rest of that, pretty much this bin, you can see is full of cable. There's a couple of other bits in the bottom, but I'm not going to dig them out. But yeah, it's all the cables off the appliances, so that'll keep me busy. And a whole load more plugs. And then the best thing, when we finished, one of the guys I know, who lives up the hill, he phoned me up and he said, "I've got a bag of wire for you if you want it." If I want it, of course I want it. So here we have a bag. This bag is full of wire, and it's all bare bright wire. So there's some tiny little bits like that, and there's some big coils of it. And some of it is, as you can see there, is really good wire. So I think there's got to be 10 kilos in there, easy. So that's a job for like today, a rainy day. I can sit about and get on my bare bright. So that was fantastic. There's going to be some decent money in there. If I can get one of these coils out, you can see there, that's all coiled up, but there's a lot of it in there. But yeah, that's the whole bag full. So that's just a small part of what I picked up yesterday. And we were there about 2 hours, and so I'll just move the camera up. We were there about 2 hours, and that's kind of what I picked up. The rest of it is outside, and I'll do a video maybe later in the week to show you what I've got there. Try to think off the top of my head what I put there, but I have no idea. Anyway, we'll get onto that later in the week, and thank you for watching. Thank you to all the new subscribers. It's really great that you can take your time to watch these videos that I make, and thank you for the likes and the comments. And I will catch you in the next one. Keep scrapping.